What's up, guys? Love Bomb Day. Okay, so my love bombs are just a way for me to show my gratitude to you guys for supporting me, for just whatever it is. There's so many people to be grateful for, so I kind of want to just give back and tell y'all how grateful I am for y'all. And so I pick a few new people each week, but this is to love on y'all, hopefully you feel it. And then it's also to help me, because when you give to other people, it just changes your heart. You know, when you show gratitude, and it just kind of changes how you see things, how you see life in all areas. So I get a lot from these as well. So thank y'all. Okay, so my first one I want to talk about, his name is Hoseman, okay? I play volleyball, sand volleyball with him, and he's just a great guy. And every time I would come, he would like ask me about my business. And this was like a while back. This was probably at least a year ago. Like, he just started asking me about it. And then, so it kept me excited, you know, oh, you know, people are asking me about it, right? And then I got to a point where I was like, I went through this super funk. I think I've talked about this on another video, but I was in my corporate job. I was working a lot because my manager had just quit. And so everything was on me. And so I was so stressed out. I was working late into the night. And then I had just gotten Earl. So I got a new puppy, which is like full-time work. And so then with me working late into the night, I got out of my routine of working out. I got out of my routine of reading, everything that fills me up, right? So this period from November to like March, it was just like rough. Like, it was just like a funk that I felt like I was in. Well, anyway, during that time, I realized I knew I needed to do something to get out of it, right? So I just started reading, and I read The Final Summit, I believe it was, by Andy Andrews, I believe. And in it, it said, when I didn't know what to do, I did something. And I was like, that just hit me, because I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what first step. I don't know what second step. I don't know what third step. Like, I literally don't know what to do with my business. So when I read that, it said, when I don't know what to do, I just did something. I was like, that's a great idea. I just need to do something, right? Then I read In You Are a Badass, as by Jen Sincero. It said, do something. And I was like, what? Okay. You know, so I was like, Lord, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just going to do something. And I'm going to go in this direction until I figure out that it's either right or wrong. And then I'm going to go from there, right? It just gets the momentum going when you start doing one thing that leads to the next thing. Anyway, in that time, Hoseman, after I had read those things and I had like, okay, you know, gotten my mind kind of going in that direction, he randomly texted me and was like, hey, we need to get going on some Fort Kukui apparel. And I'm like, what? You know, like, it was just like, he just was like, let's make it happen type of thing. And I was like, okay, you know, and so he was like a really big part. And I always think back on that because of where I am now, you know, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm such like going in a good direction. A huge piece of it was him. He would constantly ask me about my business, and then he got me going on the tanks, which just like kind of got people wearing my tanks, and that got me excited, and it kind of just got stuff rolling. And I even texted him this morning, and I was like, dude, I'm just so grateful for you. Like, I know I tell you this all the time, but you were a big piece in getting things rolling for me. And he's just always encouraged me and just been so kind. And so, anyway, he's a huge one. I probably should have talked about him a long time ago, but anyway, Hoseman, thank you. Love you so much. Like, seriously, you've been such a great friend to me and got me going, you know, and encouraged me and all that. So thank you. Okay, so the next person I want to talk about is, I don't think I've mentioned her yet. I definitely have in other videos, but Laura. Okay, she is my accountability partner. She's amazing. She's the one who co-ran my challenge that I did back in January. she's a nutritionist and just a great friend, and she checks in on me, and she's just amazing. She ran the challenge with me, and everybody, like, they didn't know her, but they just quickly like fell in love with her because she's super fun, super sweet, you know, just easy to talk to and like get along with. And she's so into nutrition that you just know she loves it and loves talking about it and loves trying to figure out ways individually to help people, you know? So anyway, she's amazing. So I want to do a gratitude for her today because she's great and I love her. And she was also a big piece of, in the beginning, because after I read those things about do something, I literally reached out to her and I said, hey, can we be accountability partners? You know, and she was like, heck yeah, like, let's go, you know? So ever since then, we've been, you know, we would text each other here and there and do things together and stuff. So amazing piece to my journey as well. I had a call with Phil Imhoff, I believe is how you say his last name, but he's from Elite SRS, and it's a jump rope company. And I reached out to them because I wanted to become an affiliate with them, or ambassador, or whatever you want to call it. And because I already talk about their ropes, but I do it through Amazon, so I wanted to go straight to the source. I love their mission. It's like, do hard things, you know, it's all about the scripture. We know that suffering produces perseverance, character, and character hope. And like, it's all along the lines of everything that I'm for. And so I wanted to go straight to them and just do it straight through them. So I reached out to him, or filled out the thing that I needed to, and he wanted to jump on a call with me, and we just got to talking, and he's so cool. He's like so down to earth, dope, just asked me different stuff about my, you know, how I kind of got into jump rope, and just we talked about different things. And I would really love to be more involved with them. But anyway, I'm excited for now. I'm an affiliate through them, and I kind of just appreciated him jumping on a call, you know, like, that may just be a standard thing, but it kind of creates the relationship, you know? If I had never jumped on a call and then they just approved me, like, I wouldn't fully feel like I was more connected, you know? So anyway, shout out to him. Okay, 2 more. God is for sure a shout out. Should have been on number 1. Y'all know I love me some Jesus, and I don't know where I'd be without him. Literally the source of my peace, my joy that I have, the light that I feel and want to give off to people, my confidence, my worth, knowing who I am, everything, literally everything comes from him. I built my life on that foundation, and so thank you, Lord. I love you so much. Okay, the final one, because this is probably my longest love bomb I've done, is my dad. Okay, so he went to heaven in 2019, which so grateful for that did not happen in 2020. Y'all, this could have been a totally different situation. Like, how he left us was tons of peace, tons of closure, tons of time with him. Like, I have chills like all over my body, because just thinking if that had happened a year later, we probably wouldn't have been able to see him in the hospital. Like, it would have just been a completely different situation because of the whole COVID world craziness, right? So I'm so grateful. Anyway, so he went to heaven in 2019, but my dad was a huge part in who I am. Like, my parents raised us, and like, you know, raised us in the church. So that's where I got my foundation of God. And then my dad, just sweet of spirit, like, he just was, you know, I've talked about him, like, my tattoo is a dove, and it's just because there's like one word that I would think of about my dad is peace. He was always just so calm, chill. Like, when we were freaking out, mom was freaking out, he'd be like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. You know, so he was that for us. And I love my dad. I just feel like I'm a lot like my dad, so it's pretty cool. So anyway, I just had to shout him out because I miss him and I love him, and he's just a huge part of who I am. When he went to heaven, before, he said, you have to promise me that you will stay happy. And I was like, Dad, I'm probably gonna cry a lot, like, but overall, yes, I promise you I will stay happy. And that was actually like, you know, sometimes when like that happens to people and they just feel this huge burden of like, oh, I gotta do this for that person, you know, because they told me that like on their deathbed, you know, but like that for me was amazing. Like, you know, when I would feel sad, I'd be like, you know, I sit in that moment, right? You take those moments, you have those moments, and that's fine, you grieve, but then it's like, you know what, I'm getting up, you know, I'm gonna stay happy, I'm getting up, I'm going, you know, like, okay, I had my moment, now I'm good, let's go, you know. So that statement to me was pretty special. I really loved it, and I got this tattoo. It's a sailboat, and then it says stay happy. Just as a little reminder. But anyway, this is a long love bomb, y'all. I'm gonna have to get better at this because like I just have so much gratitude, and I just want to say thank you to everybody and make it long. And I know I should keep these short, but maybe not. Whatever, we do what we want, right? Okay, so those are my gratitudes for this week. I'm glad y'all are liking them. I'm getting some feedback, and y'all are like, keep doing this. So here we are. I'm gonna keep doing it, and I like it, so that works out. All right, guys. Love y'all. Thank y'all, as always, for everything and being a big part of my journey. I'll see y'all next week. Later.